What's up guys, Shadowbloke here, and welcome back to another installment of my fists only run of Fallout 4. Now, the start of this episode, I just want to go over a few things that have changed since the last episode that I did. So without further ado, here's everything that I've done between the last episode and this one. For one thing, as you can see on the bottom of my Pip-Boy there, I'm now level 30, which means that I've gotten a few new perks and leveled up some of my stats, like for instance my strength is now 9, and my agility is also now 9. So here's some of the perks that I've got. I got the Blitz perk, find the gap and make the tackle. That melee distance is increased significantly, which has been very helpful, and I got that to rank 2, which increases the melee distance even more, and the further away the Blitz distance, the greater the damage. I also got Rooted, you're part tree. While standing still, you gain plus 25 damage resistance, and your melee and unarmed attacks deal 25% more damage. So that's pretty good if I have to stand my ground against any pretty tough enemies. Also got rank 1 of Blacksmith, which gives me access to base level and rank 1 melee weapon mods, which is really all I've been using to, like, well, the only reason why I've got it is so I can get arm mods to my power armor. Like, I've got optimized bracers, which significantly reduces the AP I need to use power attacks in power armor. And as well as that, I've also got rank 3 of armorer. So the armor that I'm wearing at the moment is pretty tough, but also my power armor as well is starting to get some cool stuff for it as well. Speaking of power armor, I now have a full suit of T60 power armor. How did I come by this, you ask? Well, you may recall that massive Brotherhood blimp that flew past in the last episode, and it turns out that the Brotherhood side quests that it spawned from that blimp showing up, one of the quests that showed up from that involved basically an unavoidable use of weapons, which meant that I couldn't do that, because obviously I don't use weapons in this run. But I'm not really that keen on the Brotherhood, I have to say. I mean, I find their sort of dealings a little bit too shady. Like, they almost seem like fascist in their nature, like the way that they sort of ask for like sort of blind devotion and things like that, and kind of, I don't know, I just get the heebie-jeebies from them, really. And since I found out that they're also looking for the Institute, like the Railroad, their sort of motives for it are a little bit different, though, because they want to look for the Institute with the methods of, like, killing every synth that's alive. And I thought, well, I don't want old Nick Valentine to die, so I don't really want to associate myself with the Brotherhood anymore. The Railroad find the Institute. But before we get on to that, I found this rather interesting area, the Museum of Witchcraft, which I just got to. So I kind of want to see what's in there, because I've had a look around with some of my other characters, but I want to have a look at with Harold Punchparty. So there was a holotape that I found. This guy, there's like a bunch of guys, gunners I think, doing some sort of delivery around here when they got attacked by something. And this mission is pretty cool in that it goes for sort of like, it goes from like sort of an RPG kind of style that Fallout 4 is really used to more almost like kind of light horror kind of elements. In fact, I'll turn my Pip-Boy off, my light, just to give the full effect. So you can see there, that body is now gone. I mean, the last time I did this quest anyway with my other character, I was wearing power armor, so I think the whole like be afraid kind of scenario that they wanted wasn't really conveyed very well since I was in power armor, but it doesn't really matter. There is definitely something huge up there, but I want to have a look around here as much as I can. And I mean, like, I'm not completely unused to just doing short little videos, because I imagine this probably will be, but I don't think there's anything really wrong with that, because then it at least keeps things not, I don't know, not exactly like varied. Well, I guess in a way it is, like in terms of length, but also like there are just some quests that I kind of want to have a go at, and they might not take very long. Or this one, for instance, I know doesn't take all that long, but it's pretty cool, so I just wanted to have it on anyway. Okay, nothing in here. At least I can grab all this stuff, though. Which is the big advantage with not having to use any weapons, is that you can just pick up any old junk that you find. And I feel like I've mentioned that before, but it is definitely pretty cool. Oh, it's a body. Where did that come from? Okay, just grab all this stuff, I guess. Not really much in here that I can take. Oh, there's a wooden crate. Let's see if I can pick this. Oh, come on. At least I've got 99 bobby pins now. So that's good. I'm not quite sure how I ended up with so many, but I'm generally pretty good at lockpicking, so I guess that's why I have so many. Okay, we're coming up now. I think I'm just going to turn this on, because it's getting really hard to see. Besides, I mean, it's not like all horror games just kind of leave you in the dark anyway. I mean, most games have a torch of some kind, and Outlast had the night vision camera that you get. So this shouldn't be all too dissimilar. Oh, a missile launcher. I could take that for money, I guess. Why not? So now we're in the Museum of Witchcraft, you can see there. Showing off, well, supposed to be probably burning witches. Display is quite old. Now, what have we got around here? There's a marker. I see a toolbox over there, though, which is going to mean duct tape. But I'll get around to that in a bit. I just want to make sure I don't miss anything. Some kind of mayor or vicar, maybe? Like trying to cast down the witch or something, like in the Crucible. Oh, Grognak. Oh, yes. In fact, that reminds me. I think there's a Grognak comic that I need to... Okay. There's a Grognak comic that I need to pick up somewhere else now that I think about it, but I'll get to that later. The good thing about leveling up my agility, though, is that I now get loads of AP for VATs and power attacks, which I'm going to need for this guy. In fact, once I come out of VATs, I'm going to quickly see what kind of chems I've got, because with the, what's it called? With the chem resistant perk, it really isn't that much of a problem taking this many chems. I don't know why I tried to block him, but oh well. Right, come on. At least if I can power attack this guy a lot, then I might be able to cripple one of his limbs. I don't really use jet so much in this. I mean, I used it in Fallout 3 because it gives you more AP, but I struggle to find uses for slow down time, especially with someone like Harold Punchparty who doesn't necessarily need it, I don't think. I'm gonna die. Oh, shit! So we've established that at least while I'm in VATs, I don't really seem to take any damage from this guy. I kind of want to cripple him, so it's choosing whether to use my AP for VATs or power attacks. And it can get quite tough. I know this guy's several levels higher than me because of the little skull marker that's there, but I really just want to try and get as much damage as I can on him. Let's take some more Psycho Jet. That'll do it. I mean, the little bit of damage is right. I think the other reason why I'm not really a big fan of Jet is that when you combine it with other stuff, which I would normally use like Buff Out or Psycho, then it can make things a bit awkward. Like, oh, I must have crippled his arm. Look at it. You can see the bones sticking out. Oh god, I'm going to die. Nuka-Cola. That'll do it. I've been taking quite a few Quantums just for the massive health bonus that it gives you. If I can just keep doing that, maybe I can cripple one of his other limbs. I hope. I do not want that death animation again, that's for sure, that we got last time. That was... I've never seen that before. That was definitely an eye-opener. Alright, I'm doing alright, though. Perhaps I should take some more stuff to refill my AP. So, what is going to do that? I think I've got something somewhere. Well, I don't really want to take any more Quantum. Aha! There we go. Alright, just keep working on him. This will be all good. I really should have gone with Power Armour, I think. I mean, I did know that this guy was here because of the whole, like, thing that I said earlier about having done this quest before about a character. But I was just out of curiosity and wanted to see if I was good enough now with Harold Punchparty to actually fight, like, a Deathclaw on its own terms, I guess. Right, this blitz damage should do it. Like, I mean, not on its own terms, I mean that Power Armour. I'm doing alright, though. A few more hits. Come on. Just gotta keep out of its way. There we go. I find the Deathclaw animations really goofy when they die. They just sort of... like a and then just die, like flit out really. I don't know. We'll see what's around here anyway. I guess I could take that. It's pretty valuable for its weight. And I'll take all this as well. And I think there should be someone else around here. Somewhere. Aha, here we go.
A nest full of Deathclaw eggs. A dozen, maybe more. Smashed to bits. Except this one. No wonder they wouldn't tell us what was in that case. If I'd known, I would have personally told the gunner bosses and that glorified liquor cabinet Wellingham to take those Diamond City caps and stuff them. I guess we know why that Deathclaw tracked us all the way from Linwoods now. We stole her damn kids. Christ. Maybe if we just return the eggs. Oh, hey, Mama. You looking for this?
So now that all that dialogue is done, I now have two options. I can either complete the delivery that the gunner's made and take the last Deathclaw egg to Diamond City, or I can return it to the nest where it came from. And I think that I would rather return the Deathclaw egg to its nest, because I could complete the delivery. It'd be much easier to do that, but I don't really want to risk any Deathclaws coming through to Diamond City and causing any havoc, because then that would be my fault. I'd much rather just put the egg back where it came from and let it be done with. I mean, screw those guys who wanted the delivery. They can take it and shove it up their ass. One thing I find I've been doing with, not necessarily Harold Punchparty, but with my other character, is that since there's not really a whole lot for me to do with my other character, like other than do quests that I haven't done with Harold Punchparty yet, but I don't really want to do that, because in most cases, like main quests for instance, I'd rather he get to them first. I've been, instead of fast travelling from like point A to point B, or the quickest way to get from like where I was earlier to the nest, I've just been walking there, and it's pretty good actually. I mean, it gives you an opportunity to take a look around and see what else there is out there, but also obviously, like, you can just wind up in some pretty interesting fights by walking around. Like, one time with my other character, I was walking around, and I found a Yao Guai just suspended in midair for no reason, upside down. Unfortunately, I couldn't get a picture of it, and I didn't have my recording stuff on at the time, but I did try to get a picture of it. When I got close enough to it, I thought, okay, this will be good. And then I got attacked by a Deathclaw, so I thought, okay, I'll just kill this guy, and then I'll go back to taking the picture. But then I think one of my shots must have hit the Yao Guai, and it just dropped from the sky and fell and died. And I was just like, oh, well, that was a bit lame, but at least it was there anyway. Getting close to the Deathclaw nest now. Only a few meters out. In fact, I think it should be somewhere down here. Yeah, that sort of clump with the light near it. That's where it is. Okay then. Hey, whoa, okay, alright. I'm backing off. I've returned your egg. If I can't really get a good view of it in this mist. Just bury it. Yep, okay. I'm clearing out of here. Goodbye. At least now I've got a level up point to spend. So now that I'm level 31, I'm going to get Iron Fist rank 4. So now my punching attacks do 80% more damage, and unarmed power attacks have an increased chance to cripple one of my opponent's limbs. So I should probably be using more power attacks instead of VAT, really. Because although VAT like helps fill up your crit meter, I think that with the stuff that I've been getting with Iron Fist, it seems a bit better to be using power attacks instead of VATs anyway. But now that I've got all that done, I think the next episode, I'm probably just going to do some more of the main quest, because I've got, as quest and the railroad quest line, I have to go and speak to Dr. Amari now, so we're going to pick this up when I find whereabouts she is, or he is, I reckon. I'm not sure, like, whether Dr. Amari is a man or a woman, but anyway, there's a lot of people who've been asking for her, so whoever they are must be pretty important. But anyway, I will see you guys later.